Welcome to our project to clean the oceans. We're Group 6. My name is Michael Jones. I'll be doing the first part of this project as well as with Michael Thompson and Aaron Palmberg. The first thing that we'd like to address is the problem that we're trying to solve. The problem that we're trying to solve with this project is the millions of tons of waste that is dumped into our ocean that presents a large challenge to our ecosystem and a hazard to those who spend any time in the ocean. In addition, there is a number of solutions to this problem that allows us to extract waste from the ocean and recycle it onshore while balancing costs to do so. The only reason that this isn't pursued is because it isn't seen as a major problem. The first product that we have in order to complete our plan to do so is this shallow water trash collector. It only requires one volunteer in order to operate and can collect up to 10,000 pounds of trash in just one day. Our second product is a self-filtrating bucket that traps trash inside of it while letting water flow freely. The only thing that it requires is just placement in order to do so, and then to take up the bucket and empty it in order to collect more trash later on. Our third MVP is the volunteers' efforts that we have in our organization and our venture. They're going to be the lifeblood of what we do, and with their activities contributing to cleaning the ocean, we believe that we have a strong chance in doing so. The last thing that we want is just creating awareness of our vision of cleaning the oceans and just the result of being a part of our organization and its impact on our volunteers to then go and create more awareness of the issue and feel like they are creating a difference in the world. The value we intend to bring through this process, including pains, gains, and jobs to be done, are relatively straightforward. Our pain is that we are looking to solve the harm that is happening to our aquatic ecosystem, cleaning pollution and wreckage. What we stand to gain is that we are recycling more waste, creating a better habitat and environment, and having cleaner beaches and oceans. The job to be done is collecting the trash either on the ocean or beaches and transporting it for recycling. Lastly, for my part, our market type for this venture is those who are unmarried, college students, mostly of our group, male and female, between the ages of 17 and 35. We're looking for people with potential for volunteerism. Most of these volunteers are looking for ways to contribute or give back to society and don't necessarily have all the skills, but would like to volunteer to add their skills. These persons can come from any kind of background, but have the commonality of trying to escape from the normal day-to-day activities of life.
Thank you, Mike. I'm Michael Thompson. I'll continue by discussing the customer segments and going to the marketing. Um, as Mike stated, our primary target is unmarried young adults between 17 and 35. These would be our volunteers for serving on these ships and working with our MVP. Our market size is basically that target group between age of 17 and 35 throughout the United States. That's roughly about 80 million. We're able to take that down even farther by, we believe, by taking it to the college student demographic. We find that they're more involved, more anxious to participate in things of this nature. In order to get volunteers, we rely heavily on social networking, using volunteers already in the program to refer other candidates. To keep, we encourage volunteers to come back. We do this by including them in a newsletter, keeping them updated on what we're doing, things like that, and updating contact. Last, grow by asking volunteers to refer us and also to become ambassadors for the brand. Channels. Direct channels are going to be online advertising, fundraising, recruiting stations at colleges, university. That way we get to our early evangelists, our college students, our general public volunteers. Indirect would be articles in scientific journals, social media forums, group community outreach, governments, NGO programs. Those would go then to the universities, educational programs, research programs. Once again, we hit our target or evangelist, college students, general public, and volunteers. Marketing strategy, we'd start, of course, with Google, search engine optimization. Here we have a SEO keywords campaign set up for clean oceans, sea and save marine life, make a difference, clean up the ocean. Also working through universities. Currently there are over 114 universities in the United States with advanced degrees in marine biology. We think these students would be a great target. Partnerships, we're looking at educational institutions, research institutions, willing partners, and then also corporations looking to improve their image. Home Depot, Chevron, Shell, companies of that nature. Key resources, we have our volunteers, our human resource, and those that man the boats. Financial is going to be our money from recycled items, subscriptions for monthly donations of $25. Volunteers pay their own way, grants, merchandising. Physical is going to be boats, cleaning equipment. Intellectual is going to be relationship with volunteers, clean oceans, campaign, marketing, and safe places to swim for residents and tourists. Key activity description, obvious boat rentals, pick locations to clean, things of that nature. We're going to create a list of donors that we identify as likely, contact them. If they are willing to donate, then we'll proceed and ask them to refer. If they are unwilling to donate, we're going to ask them why and ask them again. Volunteer recruiting, we're going to go through the different channels to approach them. From there, they either sign up or they won't. If they do sign up, we will ask them also for volunteers, prepare them with itinerary, train them, move them through the program. Hopefully they have a good time and they're able to return or refer again. Revenue model, we've got volunteers donating. We've got the recycling of items, returning those in, and then we also have all of our fundraising activities and grants, research, things of that nature. Cost and revenue, we're looking at a total revenue based on 5 trips of $1.4 million, with expenses based on those 4 trips of what do we do here? Sorry. With expenses of $1.1 million, that's leaving us an annual profit of $354,000 annually. I'll go ahead and turn the time over to Aaron, who's going to go ahead and with risks to our venture. Thank you for your time.
Alright, my name is Aaron Palmberg, and I'll be doing the last part of the video. So starting off, our business environment, the main part of that is being out on the ocean for about 2 weeks. Those out with us will have to deal with the elements of being out on the ocean, and the teams will work together from day to day to grow as a team. Next is going to be our early evangelist feedback. There are some people that we interviewed that didn't think it was going to work, but for the most part people were curious and really cared about what we were going to be doing with the ocean. A lot of the feedback was pretty positive, as you can see from the people that we talked to here. Next is our advisor feedback. We got some critical feedback from our advisor. There are some things that we needed to work on to make our venture seem like it was going to work. So we did all that we could to take that and put it towards our final presentation and make it something that was going to make it seem like it was something that was going to work out, something that was going to be successful. This is a few of our lessons learned. We took the lessons that we learned about our revenue, our costs, and other insights that we had, and put it towards an application, and again making this something that was really going to come together for us. This is one of our kind of the beginning part of our BMT, or sorry, not BMT, BMC. And the next slide, this is the changes that we made. In our final canvas, we feel like we're able to add important aspects, to make additions to the key activities, the value propositions, the customers, and revenue streams. And we feel like this canvas is exactly where it needs to be now, and we feel like this is eventually moving forward that is really going to work and something that will be successful. That is our final presentation. Thank you.